Single mum Lorraine Kenny lived happily with daughter Rhiannon and son Declan in their Merseyside home. Then 3 years ago, they got Peanut. Bad move.
Peanut, all right, that's enough. Peanut, I'm so sorry.
This pint-sized pet turned into a fouling, growling, out-of-control bodyguard. Lorraine and cute little Jack Russell Peanut do everything together.
Girl.
Little wonder, she came into Lorraine's life at a difficult time.
I had breast cancer about 3.5 years ago, and I thought it'd be nice to have a little companion. So I got up one day and thought, today I'm going to get myself a dog.
Although things at first were harmonious, this perfect pal soon turned into a tiny tyrant.
She's her own boss. Peanut, all right, that's enough. And in fact, I think she's a bit of a boss of me, really.
Come on, no, I want to go this way.
Give them back, come on.
Peanut, come my way. Where do you want to go? You take me then.
The dog definitely rules the house.
Under Peanut's rule, it's open house to poo and wee.
Peanut will literally go to the toilet anywhere. In fact, this whole house is her toilet.
Oh, Peanut.
She will do it as she's coming down the stairs. She's actually done it on my son's bed once.
Peanut, give me that back.
Peanut also has a penchant for pants.
Give me that back, Nut. Give it back.
Come on, there's a good girl. Give them back. I can try and hook them with the brush, maybe. Ah, another pair of knickers ruined.
But her very worst habit, the thing that makes life at the Kenny household impossible, is launching herself at anyone who dares to knock on the door. Peanut really hates visitors.
The little ones are worse than the bigger dogs. You can see them coming. The little ones around your ankles and you can't follow them.
Peanut, stay.
Birthdays come and Christmases come and I don't really see a lot of people, and if I do, they don't really stay for long.
Over 3 years, things have gone from bad to worse.
She just controls us for everything we do.
Come on, Nut. Peanut, get in.
If you try to bring friends back, well, you can't bring friends back because she doesn't let you.
Got to the point where I say now, you know, I can't stand living with this dog.
Divorcee Lorraine is ready for a new man in her life. But at the moment, no chance.
I've not dated for 3.5 years because I don't think that would be a good idea. It would be difficult getting them over the doorstep, to be honest with you, never mind in the bed.
Yeah, that's a good girl. I'd love to see my mum, you know, get a new boyfriend and be happy because she deserves that.
No, this way. Come on, it's OK. We're not going to touch you.
Can't see me being with anyone at this rate until I'm at least 60. Maybe on a Zimmer frame, I don't know. I didn't realise how much a dog could actually take over your life. Not a tiny little Jack Russell, not that size.
With over 10 years' experience as a dog trainer, can Victoria Stilwell save this family and give Lorraine back her life?
We all love our dogs and they should be a cherished part of the family. But sometimes the relationship can get too close and dog and owner become over-reliant on each other. When that happens, it's not good for anyone.
Time for a house call.
Okay, straight. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Sorry, it's so nice to meet you.
Hello, very
Lovely
nice to meet you too.
Come on, Peanut.
Hello.
Good girl.
Oh.
Peanut seems to be on her best behaviour for Victoria. But it doesn't last long.
All right, calm down. Calm down, let's calm down, see who it is. Right.
Hello. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll put her away in the room. I'd like you to get no.
Right, not Peanut.
Victoria begins to see Peanut's true colours.
Isn't it awful?
That's pretty severe.
Isn't it?
That's pretty severe.
I couldn't sign anything. I couldn't do it. I could just about
That's
breathe
pretty
in.
severe.
What's that here, dear?
Yes, do you want me to try?
That's the calmest I've seen it.
Oh, it's a nightmare, isn't it?
I wouldn't deliver post to your house.
I know.
Not in a million years.
Now she's warmed up, Peanut decides to take a dislike to Victoria after all.
I'm sure she wouldn't draw blood. I think she wouldn't draw blood, but I wouldn't like to take that risk.
Right. Does she do this with just strangers, or does she do it with strangers, or does she do it with anybody?
Mainly with strangers, but if she doesn't take to a person, no matter how many times they come here, she will make them feel quite uncomfortable. Whoa.
And it's not just people she takes exception to.
You're not reading that paper?
No, it's old news.
She really is doing that terrier thing of shaking, shaking, shaking. Obviously, you know, mimicking what a terrier would do if it had a rat or live prey in its mouth. Shake it, shake it, shake it till it dies.
And that's exactly what the Jack Russell Terrier was bred for. Strong enough to keep up with the hunt, small enough to flush foxes out, they're highly intelligent and can be very stubborn. If Jack Russells aren't trained from an early age, they can quickly get out of control, and some can become very possessive of their owner and territory. Sound familiar? Although Peanut might look like she's in charge, Victoria suspects there's a scared little dog underneath.
Peanut hates visitors coming to the house because essentially she fears them. The reason for this is that Lorraine hasn't taken enough of a leadership role, and therefore this is making Peanut really unconfident.
Peanut may not like visitors, but she's left a little welcome present for Victoria. Peanut's flair for interior decorating is ruining Lorraine's house.
Most of this staining is because she's gone in here to urinate.
Lorraine thought Peanut would work out for herself where to do her dollops.
I just thought, really, it was one of those natural things that dogs would just do on the paper and then just do it outside.
It is, no.
Life would be a whole lot simpler if Peanut would only do her business out in the garden.
This is your garden, okay.
Unfortunately, she only uses it for pleasure.
Come on, Brass, do wee-wee poo-poo. Good girl, do wee. Oh, she's so clever, this dog. I think she's going to do a wee-wee.
All attempts to get Peanut to wee and poo on her home turf completely fail.
See, she's just gone now, and I'm left on the bench on my own, talking to nothing. More chance of training the fish. Go.
Back in the house, the fun goes on. This time with Lorraine's smalls.
Oh, nothing. Oh, she's so good. Give me that.
Victoria has a theory about Peanut's fondness for dirty undies.
A lot of dogs have this problem.
Do they?
They will steal either socks or underwear that has been worn.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, what is the smelliest part of a person? Under your arms, in between your legs, and your feet. So obviously, that's a really nice prize for her to get.
The pants are on their last legs. Time for drastic measures using Peanut's hatred for the vacuum.
She's brought them with her.
No.
Come on then. Oh, get the hoovers better than... She's worked her way out of doing the boat.
You use the vacuum to get her out from under the bed.
That lures her from under there.
Right.
And then I can get Rhiannon to get them back.
Okay.
Hopefully before they're too badly chewed so they can be saved.
Right.
Peanut seems set on killing the vacuum cleaner, but that's before Victoria works her magic.
Leave it!
Okay. One more time. Okay.
Leave it!
The vacuum cleaner lives to fight another day. So, how does Lorraine handle her naughty hound? By indulging her every whim, and even letting her sleep in the bed. Knickers aside, this dog is ruining Lorraine's love life.
Say you had a relationship. What would happen then?
Well, yeah, I am concerned. I can't see me having a relationship. I mean, I've been on my own for 3.5 years, really, since I've had the dog. You know, it's been impossible, really, just to have a relationship with family, never mind a partner. But, yeah, it would be nice. I'm getting older and, you know, it would be nice to settle down or at least date somebody and, you know, have a normal life, really.
At the moment, Lorraine couldn't be further from a normal life with this tyrant of a terrier. Before things can change, Victoria needs her to understand why Peanut's behaviours got so bad.
I think that Peanut is fulfilling a lot of roles in your life. I've got you a chart that I think illustrates perfectly what's going on here.
Lorraine has been treating her dog like a fellow human being. At the moment, Peanut is her best friend, security guard.
It makes you feel safe.
And also her bedfellow, child, and even her boss. Lorraine's not taking the lead, and it's making Peanut very unconfident.
Tell me, why do you think you put so much emotion on Peanut?
I think really because I have been through quite a lot, really. I mean, I had breast cancer after all, and it's the most frightening thing to ever be faced with. And you're lying in bed at night, and there's no one to put an arm around you and say, "Don't worry, love, it'll be okay." I think that's why. I don't know whether it was selfish, but I did go and get the dog because it was just nice to have that comfort, really.
I know. But so much of what our dogs feel and the way they react is connected to us. Yep. And it explains a lot about the love and the affection that you put on Peanut. But in the end, she's a Jack Russell Terrier. I think you need to release a lot of the feelings you have about Peanut. Become her teacher rather than putting all of this emotion on her, and have some space for somebody else.
She's right what she says, really. I think Victoria's given me a bit of a wake-up call, to be honest.
When someone forms such an emotional attachment to their dog, it's really hard. But Lorraine has to change the dynamic for her sake and for Peanut's. It's not good for either of them for things to go on as they are.
Day 1 of training. First on the agenda is stopping Lorraine showering her pet with indiscriminate praise like an overindulgent mum.
Girl, come on, give them back.
By saying good girl when she's ignoring you, you're teaching her to ignore you. Here, you're saying good girl for being aggressive.
Just don't realise.
No.
What you're doing?
No. And you can't calm a dog down. Your very presence is a protector, but if you start stroking the dog when the dog is stressed, you're saying it's okay to be stressed, be anxious. And the dog's going, oh, well, I guess this is how I'm supposed to react.
And to make sure Peanut listens to her, Lorraine really needs to dig deep, starting with her voice.
Instead of coming from the throat, it comes from the gut.
There's nowhere better to practice than at Peanut's main crime scene. Victoria wants to teach her that visitors can be very tasty.
Chicken. Chicken.
She starts by associating the sound of the knocker with a yummy bit of chicken.
Chicken. Now, I've also put some chicken in a bag on the door handle outside your door. So when the person comes in, they're just going to chuck Peanut pieces of chicken. Hello. Good girl. Good girl. Peanut, sit. Good girl. Chuck her a piece of chicken. Good girl. Okay. Good girl.
To Peanut, visitors will soon equal chicken.
Chicken.
All right, make her sit and wait.
Sit. Wait.
Good.
Wait.
Good.
Would you like to come in?
That's it. Chuck chicken. Good. As you pass her, chuck chicken away from you.
It shouldn't be long before Peanut loves visitors popping by. Then Lorraine can gradually phase out the treats.
Oh, good girl.
Come on. Peanut, give me them back.
This naughty dog has an unhealthy obsession with pants. Victoria thinks distracting her with something even more attractive will entice the knicker to drop 'em.
Take it. Good girl.
Her secret weapon, squeaky toys.
Good girl, take it. Good girl. Right.
To get one toy back, she distracts her with another.
When you see her finally release her jaws from a toy, that's when you say drop it. And after a while of you saying it as she's doing the action, you can then begin to say it before she does the action.
Yeah.
And then she'll associate, oh, drop it means I have to open my mouth. Okay, that's what I'll do.
Sit. Take it. Take it. Good girl.
Good. Take it. That's it, better. That's it. There you
With
go.
everyone
Toy
playing
good.
nicely, it's time to raise the bar. Victoria feels that by giving in to Peanut's every whim, Lorraine has actually made her pet insecure. So she wants to show the family just what a bit of confidence training can do.
Now, the big dogs aren't they, but the confidence is there in the handler, right through to the dog.
Whatever your size, it's what you do with it that counts.
Just watch this little dog. There he goes, what's this?
Would you say that for a particularly nervous dog, a highly strung dog, that this would be a good thing to do?
Definitely.
Peanut looks a bit dubious as she walks the course, but with a bit of a push, she's soon scaling heights the size of 20 Jack Russells.
Good girl. Come on, oh, good girl.
And Lorraine's learning that leadership and praise in the right place can work wonders.
It was so wonderful to see Peanut. She was gaining in confidence, and so was Lorraine. And I think this is going to be really good for them.
With all that fresh air, Peanut should sleep like a baby, but not in Lorraine's bed.
This is Peanut's place, okay?
Okay.
I thought it was going to be too stressful for her to be outside the bedroom.
Okay.
And I also thought it would be too stressful for you to have her outside the bedroom.
It's crunch time for Lorraine. She hasn't spent a night in bed without Peanut since she got her.
And I know it's nice to snuggle in bed with her, but mixed messages again don't work.
Right.
Peanut may only be moving a few feet away, but it's a giant step for Lorraine's love life. For the first time in 3.5 years, dog and owner settle down in separate beds.
I went upstairs to my bedroom, and lo and behold, Peanut's in the pen. Snuggled down, fast asleep.
Sadly, it didn't stay that way.
Unfortunately, she just went pear-shaped. Completely went pear-shaped. She didn't want to stay in, then she just cried and cried and cried.
Was she scrabbling at the wire? Was she...
She was a little bit, and also, but it was mainly sort of pining and looking at me.
At the first whimper of protest, softy Lorraine's up like a flash and tucking her back into bed.
In the end, it's your deal, but if she's just whining, you let her whine. I have a feeling that last night was actually more about Lorraine than it was about Peanut. And I think Lorraine has to be tough, and she has to keep Peanut out of the bed.
It's not the only place she's got to toughen up. Time to tackle Peanut the Poo Mutt.
What we're going to do is we're going to put her on a structured walking schedule. And this is where the hard work comes in.
Okay.
Because you, Lorraine, are going to be taking Peanut out 8 times a day.
8 times a day. Right. Do me good.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to go back to basics. If your dog has a house training problem, you have to go back and treat it like it was a puppy.
With a bit of encouragement from Victoria, it's not long before Peanut is tinkling al fresco. Once she's got the hang of it, Peanut won't have to be taken out so often.
And don't forget to use that word as she's peeing. Just say it once. Go pee. Peeing outside is fun.
Taking Peanut for 8 walks a day is quite an undertaking. It would be much more convenient if she'd do the odd pee in the garden, but for some reason she just won't.
Obviously, on a walk, she's more likely to pee. There are more smells of other dogs that she can pee over. But in the garden, she's less likely to pee. It's less stimulating for her. This is called a pee post. What you do, oh, so smelly. What you do is you put it somewhere in the grass.
The pee post smells of urine and acts like a beacon, drawing the dog to pee there. Here's hoping Peanut will eventually see the light.
I think there is a fantastic future ahead for them both, but they have to work because it's not going to be easy. And I just hope when I come back that I see a massive improvement.
Peanut, back, back.
And work hard they do.
Right, throw some chicken.
Over the next 2 weeks, it's Piccadilly Circus at the front door as Lorraine practices her newfound control.
Time for you to sit nicely and wait. Sit for me and wait there.
She starts to make a bit of time for herself without Peanut. Kids and dog play well together.
Come on, it's pee time.
Lorraine keeps up the peeing regime night and day, but still can't get her going in the garden. Eventually, though, she has a bedtime breakthrough with Peanut.
I'm missing you. Clearly not missing me at all.
She's ready for a new man.
His name's Clooney. George Clooney.
But will Victoria be impressed with Lorraine's efforts? When she first came to see the Kennys, their house was ruled by a tiny tyrant who attacked anything that came through the door. Is it still a no-go zone to visitors?
Sit and wait. Wait. Good girl. Come in, Victoria. Sorry, I'm so excited I can't speak. Good girl. Keep waiting. Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't contain myself. It's like a child with a new toy.
That is fantastic.
Isn't that marvellous?
She's really listening to you, isn't she? She's really focused on you.
Yes, definitely.
So good.
Okay, would you like to...
And how is her focus on other things?
I have to ask, what's happened with the knickers?
The knickers, a lot better. I can actually now go out and buy some really nice underwear, and she hasn't chewed any since the day you left. So that's good, isn't it?
That's a good result.
Come on.
While peeing and pooing on walks has gone well, Lorraine has still not managed to get Peanut to water her own grass. Will the earth move this time?
Yes!
Fantastic!
With the tyrant brought to heel, visitors can at last come round to a wee free house. Only one thing left now.
Good luck with everything.
Oh, thank you, I appreciate all your help as
It's
well.
a pleasure, and you've worked very hard.
Has Peanut and Lorraine's relationship changed enough for them both to make new friends on a test date?
Oh no, but that's okay, she's relaxed. I'm really pleased with the progress that Lorraine and Peanut have made. I think there's still a long way to go, but the future is bright for both of them.
With Peanut behaving herself, it looks like Lorraine won't have to wait too long for the real thing.
Today has proved that I can meet somebody and I can actually say, well, this is great, you know, even just to go for a walk along the beach as friends, it's nice to do that. I know now I'm more or less the captain of this ship.